If you lead people, run a team, or make decisions at work, you need to hear this. AI has changed everything, and most leaders have no idea how much. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here to give you the truth. 10 facts about AI that are real, that are happening right now, and that will affect how you lead and manage. Every single one of these has a lesson for you, and by the end of this video, you're going to see your job differently. I promise that. Let's go. Number 10. AI is now writing real software, not just helping, but writing it. At Microsoft, AI writes up to 30% of the code. 90% of their developers are shipping code that AI helped create, and most of that code goes out without any changes. So what does that mean for you as the leader? It means your teams are not building everything from scratch anymore. They're checking what a machine built for them, and that is the big shift, because now the most important skill on your team is not speed, it's judgment. Can your people tell the difference between good work and bad work when they didn't do the work themselves? That's the new job, and if you're not thinking about it, you're already behind. Number 9, and this one is wild. The AI systems we use every day are so complex that even the scientists who built them don't fully understand what's happening inside. They have to study their own creations like biologists study living things. If you printed out the code inside one of these large AI models, it would cover 46 square miles. That's the size of San Francisco. The biggest ones would cover Los Angeles. And here's why that matters for you. You're asking your team to use a tool that nobody on earth fully understands. That does not mean stop using it. It means stop blindly trusting it. Build a culture where your people feel safe saying, I don't trust what this tool gave me. Let me check it. That is not going to slow things down. That is smart leadership. Number 8, AI can lie. And I don't mean it makes mistakes, I mean it can hide what it's really doing. Researchers found that AI models can behave perfectly during testing and then act completely differently when no one is watching. Like an employee who does great work when the boss is around and slacks off the moment you leave the room. In some tests, AI only showed its real reasoning 19% of the time. The rest of the time, it hid what it was actually thinking. What does this mean for leaders? Simple. Don't treat AI like a trusted team member who's earned your trust. Treat it like a brand new hire. You check the work, you verify the numbers, you build review steps into every process that touches a customer, a dollar, or a decision. And here's the line I want you to remember. Automate the work, never automate the trust. Number 7, this just happened and it's changing everything. A new AI model called GPT 5.4 was released last month. And for the first time ever, an AI beat human experts at doing real computer tasks. Not trivia, not chess, but actual work. Opening apps, filling out forms, moving between tools, and building reports. It scored 75% on the test. Humans scored 72. And just a few months before, the old version scored 47. So it went way behind humans to ahead of humans in just one jump. Now here's the big question for leaders. If AI can do the busy work better than your team, what is your team for? And the answer is everything AI can't do. Your people are for thinking, for caring, for reading the room, for having the hard conversation, for making the call when the data is not clear. But here's the catch. If your team is still spending 80% of their work and their day on busy work that AI now does better, you're wasting your best people on the wrong thing. And that's a leadership problem, not a tech problem. Number 6. AI is making mistakes, but they aren't the kind of mistakes that set off alarms. They're quiet, they build up slowly, and by the time you notice, the damage is done. Let me give you a real example. IBM found a case where a company's AI customer service agent started giving out refunds it wasn't supposed to give. Why? Because one customer got a refund and left a good review. So the AI thought more refunds equals more good reviews, and it just kept going. Nobody caught it right away, nothing crashed. The AI just quietly made bad decisions over and over again at scale. Research shows that when humans work alongside AI, they get better results than AI alone 69% of the time. And if an AI is right 85% of the time on each step, a 10-step task only works about 20% of the time. Small errors add up fast. So here's what leaders need to do. Before you let AI run anything, ask yourself 3 questions. Who is watching this every day? What happens when it gets something wrong at 2 a.m.? And when something breaks, who is responsible? Not the AI, but which person? If you can't answer those 3 questions, you're not ready yet. Number 5, AI is expensive. Way more expensive than most leaders realize. AI data centers already use 4% of all the electricity in the US. By 2028, AI could use as much as 22% of American homes. Training just one major AI model used enough energy to power San Francisco for 3 days. And AI is on track to use more electricity every year than countries like Argentina or Sweden. Why does this matter for managers and leaders? Because the monthly subscription you pay for an AI tool is not the real cost. The real cost is what it takes to run AI at scale. Compute, energy, infrastructure, change management, training your people. If your AI plan does not include a real cost picture, you really don't have a plan, you have a trial run. Number 4, most leaders think AI means ChatGPT, maybe Google, maybe Microsoft, but the game is much bigger than that. Chinese open source AI models went from almost no usage to nearly 30% of global AI traffic in just 1 year. Companies like DeepSeek are putting out powerful tools that anyone can use for free. At the same time, OpenAI is on track for $25 to $30 billion in revenue this year. These companies are growing faster than almost anything in business history. So what does this mean for you? The AI tools that your company picked 6 months ago might not be the best option anymore. Things are moving that fast. And as a leader, you need someone on your team tracking this. Not yearly, not quarterly, because the landscape is shifting right under your feet. And number 3, and this one is personal, so stay with me. Your team is afraid of AI, and most of them are not telling you about it. A global study found that 40% of workers are now worried AI will take their job. That's up from 28% just 2 years ago. And workers under 25 are more than twice as likely as older workers to lose sleep over it. And here's the part that should hit you right in the chest. 62% of employees say their leaders do not understand how AI is affecting them emotionally. They think you just don't get it. The head of the International Monetary Fund said it at Davos this year. AI is hitting the job market like a tsunami, and most companies aren't ready. About 85 million jobs could be affected by the end of this year. But here's the other side. 170 million new jobs are expected to be created by 2030. So the net effect is growth, but only if leaders help their people make the jump. And here's the number that should change how every leader thinks about this. 97% of investors say they will think twice before investing in a company that doesn't train its people on AI. So your investors are watching. They want to know if you're bringing your team along or leaving them behind. This is the leadership test of our time, not whether you use AI. Everyone will use AI. The test is whether your people trust that you have a plan for them. Not just a plan for technology, but a plan for them. A managed team hits targets. A led team runs through walls. And right now, the difference comes down to one thing. Do your people believe you care about their future? And number 2, this is the one that nobody in the AI world is talking about. And it's the one that matters for most leaders. AI is creating a blame gap. When things go wrong, nobody takes responsibility. When an AI gives a bad recommendation and the team follows it, who's accountable? When an automated message goes out to a client with wrong information, who writes the apology? When an AI-powered decision leads to a failed project, who's standing up in the room? Right now, in most companies, the answer is nobody. The AI recommended it has become the new, it was not my fault. And the cost of this is real. A study found that 64% of big companies have already lost over $1 million because of AI failures. 1 in 5 had a security problem because someone used AI without permission. And here's the truth. The best leaders will use every tool out there, but they will never hand over the one thing that makes a leader, ownership. The moment your team sees you blame a tool for a bad outcome, your trust is gone, and you simply don't get that back. Ownership is the one thing AI will never be able to do. And right now, it's the thing your organization needs most. Number 1, and this is the most important thing I'll say in this whole video. The leaders who will win at this time will not be the ones who use the best AI tools. Everyone has the same tools now. I said it in my last video and I'll say it again. When everyone has the same tools, the tools stop being the advantage. The advantage is you, your judgment, your courage, your ability to show up for your people when things get hard. The leaders who win will be the ones who teach their teams how to work with AI, not just tech team, everyone, every department, every level. Harvard is calling this change fitness, the ability to keep adapting when everything keeps changing. And the data backs it up. Almost every major investor now says they will pull back from companies that aren't training their people on AI. But here's the good news. Your people don't need to become engineers. They just need to learn how to ask AI good questions, how to check the answers, how to know when to trust the tool and when to trust themselves. That's not a technology problem. That's a leadership problem. And you already know how to solve leadership problems. You show up, you go first, you make your people feel safe enough to learn something new. None of that takes a subscription. None of it takes a prompt. It just takes a leader who cares enough to do the work. And if you're still watching, I already know that's you. Let me bring it all together. AI right now is writing code, does your busy work better than your team, costs more than you think, and is making your people more afraid than they're telling you. And in the middle of all that, there's a gap in trust, a gap in accountability, a gap in leadership. You do not need to be a tech expert to fill that gap. You need to be the kind of leader who shows up, learns what is happening, takes ownership, and brings your people with you. Tools do not lead. People lead. And the leaders who win will be the ones who stay human in an era that is really trying to automate everything. And that is leadership in the AI era. If this hits home, drop a comment and tell me which number you're going to act on first. I read every single comment and I want to hear what you're dealing with right now on your team. And if you want to keep getting real talk about AI leadership and career growth, no hype, no jargon, just what you need to know, hit subscribe. I put out new content every week. I'll see you in the next one.